What if you could tap into an ancient wisdom that could change your life? Have you ever felt like there's more to your mind than you're currently using? Are you ready to discover hidden powers within yourself that can transform your reality? Today, we're going to explore the fascinating world of Hermetic wisdom, a set of ancient principles that have been guiding seekers of knowledge for centuries. This isn't just old information gathering dust in forgotten books. It's a living, breathing philosophy that can help you unlock your potential and create real change in your life. Hermetic wisdom dates back to ancient Egypt and Greece. It's named after Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure who was said to possess divine knowledge. Over time, this wisdom was passed down through various mystery schools and secret societies. Today, we have access to these teachings, and they're just as relevant now as they were thousands of years ago. At its core, Hermetic wisdom is based on 7 key principles. These principles explain how the universe works and how we can work with it to improve our lives. They offer a framework for understanding reality and our place in it. By studying and applying these principles, we can gain greater control over our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Let's start with the first principle, mentalism. This principle states that all is mind. It suggests that the entire universe is mental in nature. Everything we see, hear, and experience is a product of mind. This might sound strange at first, but think about it. Everything you know about the world comes through your mind. Your thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions shape your reality. Understanding this principle can be incredibly powerful. It means that by changing your thoughts, you can change your life. Your mind is not just a passive observer of reality. It's an active creator. When you truly grasp this concept, you start to see the immense potential you have to shape your experiences. But how do we put this into practice? It starts with becoming more aware of your thoughts. Pay attention to what's going on in your mind throughout the day. Notice the kinds of thoughts you habitually think. Are they mostly positive or negative? Do they support your goals or hold you back? Once you're more aware of your thoughts, you can start to guide them in a more positive direction. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. It means looking for opportunities instead of obstacles. You can also use visualization techniques to harness the power of your mind. Spend time each day picturing your ideal life in vivid detail. See yourself achieving your goals, feeling happy and fulfilled. The more real you can make these mental images, the more power they'll have to influence your reality. Remember, this isn't about magical thinking or denying reality. It's about using your mind as a tool to create positive change. It's about recognizing that your thoughts have power and learning to use that power intentionally. Moving on to the second principle, correspondence. This principle is often summed up as above, so below, as below, so above. It suggests that there's a correspondence between different levels of existence. What happens on one level is reflected on other levels. This principle helps us understand the connections between our inner world and the outer world. Your internal state affects your external reality, and vice versa. If you're feeling peaceful inside, you're more likely to experience peace in your surroundings. If you're surrounded by chaos, it can affect your inner state. Understanding this principle can help you create positive change in your life. By working on your inner world, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, you can influence your outer world. And by making changes in your environment, you can support positive changes in your internal state. One way to apply this principle is to pay attention to the correspondences in your life. Notice how your inner state affects your experiences and relationships. When you're feeling confident and positive, do you find that things tend to go more smoothly? When you're feeling stressed or anxious, Do you notice more conflicts or obstacles? You can use this awareness to create positive cycles. By cultivating positive thoughts and emotions, you can create more positive experiences. And by creating a harmonious environment, you can support a more peaceful inner state. This principle also reminds us of the interconnectedness of all things. It encourages us to see the bigger picture and understand our place in the grand scheme of things. By recognizing these connections, we can make more conscious choices that benefit not just ourselves, but the world around us. The third principle is vibration. This principle states that nothing is at rest. Everything moves and vibrates. Modern science confirms this. At the atomic level, everything is in constant motion. But this principle goes beyond physical vibration. It suggests that everything has its own vibrational frequency, including our thoughts and emotions. Understanding this principle can help us become more aware of the energy we're putting out into the world. Our thoughts and emotions have their own vibrations, and these vibrations affect our experiences. Positive thoughts and emotions have a higher vibration, while negative ones have a lower vibration. By consciously raising our vibration, we can attract more positive experiences into our lives. This doesn't mean we should suppress negative emotions. It's important to acknowledge and process all our feelings. But we can choose to focus more on positive thoughts and emotions, gradually raising our overall vibration. There are many ways to raise your vibration. Gratitude is one powerful tool. Taking time each day to appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small, can significantly boost your energy. Engaging in activities you enjoy, spending time in nature, and practicing kindness are other effective ways to raise your vibration. Music is another powerful tool for working with vibration. Different types of music have different vibrational frequencies. You can use music to shift your mood and energy. Pay attention to how different songs make you feel, and create playlists that help you maintain a positive vibration. The principle of vibration also reminds us to be mindful of the energy we're absorbing from our environment. The people we spend time with, the media we consume, and the places we frequent all have their own vibrations that can affect us. Choose to surround yourself with positive influences that support your growth and well-being. The fourth principle is polarity. This principle states that everything has its pair of opposites: hot and cold, light and dark, love and hate. These are all different poles of the same thing. Understanding this principle can help us find balance and overcome challenges. Often, when we're facing a problem, we see it as entirely negative. But the principle of polarity reminds us that within every challenge lies an opportunity. Every negative situation contains the seed of something positive. By looking for this positive aspect, we can turn obstacles into stepping stones. This principle also helps us understand that many of our experiences are relative. What feels cold to one person might feel warm to another. What seems like a big problem today might seem insignificant in a year's time. By recognizing this, we can gain perspective on our challenges and avoid getting stuck in extreme viewpoints. Applying this principle in your life involves looking for balance. If you find yourself swinging to one extreme, look for ways to bring in the opposite quality. If you're working too hard, find ways to relax and play. If you're being too passive, look for opportunities to take action. You can also use this principle to change your emotional states. If you're feeling sad, instead of trying to force yourself to be happy, start by aiming for a neutral state. From there, you can gradually move towards more positive emotions. This step-by-step approach is often more effective than trying to make a big leap all at once. The fifth principle is rhythm. This principle recognizes that everything has its tides. There's a rhythm to all things. We see this in nature with the changing seasons, the cycles of the moon, and the ebb and flow of tides. Our lives also have rhythms. We have times of high energy and low energy, periods of growth and periods of rest. Understanding this principle can help us work with these natural rhythms instead of fighting against them. When we're in a period of low energy, instead of pushing ourselves hard, we can use this time for rest and reflection. When we're in a high energy phase, we can make the most of it by focusing on our most important tasks and goals. This principle also reminds us that nothing lasts forever. When we're going through difficult times, we can take comfort in knowing that this too shall pass. Similarly, when things are going well, we can appreciate the good times while recognizing that challenges will come again. To apply this principle, start by becoming more aware of the rhythms in your life. Notice your daily energy patterns. When do you feel most alert and productive? When do you tend to feel tired or sluggish? Use this awareness to plan your activities accordingly. You can also look for larger patterns in your life. Do you tend to feel more energized at certain times of the year? Do you go through cycles of high productivity followed by periods of lower motivation? By recognizing these patterns, you can work with them instead of against them. The sixth principle is cause and effect. This principle states that every cause has its effect, and every effect has its cause. Nothing happens by chance. There's always a reason behind every event, even if we can't see it immediately. Understanding this principle can help us take more responsibility for our lives. It reminds us that our current situation is the result of past thoughts and actions. If we want to change our circumstances, we need to change our thoughts and actions. This principle doesn't mean that everything that happens to us is our fault. Many things are outside our direct control, but it does suggest that we always have some degree of choice in how we respond to events. By making conscious choices, we can set in motion new chains of cause and effect that lead to positive outcomes. Applying this principle involves becoming more aware of the consequences of your thoughts and actions. Before you speak or act, consider the potential effects. Are you setting in motion a chain of events that will lead to positive outcomes? Or are you creating problems for yourself down the line? This principle also encourages us to look for the root causes of our problems. Instead of just dealing with surface-level symptoms, we can dig deeper to address the underlying causes. This often leads to more lasting solutions. Remember, the effects of our actions aren't always immediate. Sometimes the results of what we do today won't be apparent for weeks, months, or even years. This principle reminds us to think long-term and to be patient as we work towards our goals. The seventh and final principle is gender. This principle recognizes that everything has masculine and feminine aspects. This isn't about biological sex or gender identity. It's about the interplay of active and receptive energies that exist in all things. In Hermetic philosophy, the masculine principle is associated with giving, directing, and initiating. The feminine principle is associated with receiving, nurturing, and creating. Both of these energies are essential and valuable. Understanding this principle can help us achieve better balance in our lives. Many of us tend to lean more towards one energy or the other. By recognizing this, we can consciously cultivate the opposite energy to create more harmony. For example, if you tend to always be in doing mode, always pushing and striving, you might benefit from cultivating more receptive, nurturing energy. This could involve practices like meditation, spending time in nature, or engaging in creative activities. On the other hand, if you tend to be very passive, always waiting for things to happen, you might benefit from cultivating more active, initiating energy. This could involve setting clear goals, taking decisive action, and being more assertive in your communication. This principle also applies to our relationships. In any partnership, whether personal or professional, there needs to be a balance of giving and receiving. By understanding this principle, we can create more harmonious and mutually beneficial relationships. Now that we've explored all 7 principles, let's talk about how to put this wisdom into practice in your daily life. One powerful tool is meditation. Regular meditation can help you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, making it easier to apply the principles of mentalism and vibration. Start with just a few minutes each day. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably and focus on your breath. As thoughts come up, simply observe them without judgment and let them pass. Over time, you'll develop greater mental clarity and control. Visualization is another valuable practice. Spend time each day picturing your goals and desires as if they've already been achieved. Use all your senses to make these mental images as vivid as possible. This practice harnesses the principles of mentalism and correspondence to help bring your desires into reality. Affirmations can also be powerful tools. These are positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. They can help reprogram your subconscious mind and raise your vibration. Choose affirmations that resonate with you and align with your goals. Repeat them daily, especially when you wake up and before you go to sleep. Journaling is another effective way to work with Hermetic principles. Write about your experiences, thoughts, and feelings. Look for patterns and correspondences. Reflect on the causes and effects in your life. Use your journal to track your progress and gain insights into your personal rhythms. Remember, applying these principles is a process. It takes time and practice to see results. Be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. Every positive change, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. As you start applying these principles in your life, you might face some challenges. It's common to experience resistance or doubt when you're making significant changes. Your old habits and beliefs might try to reassert themselves. This is normal and doesn't mean you're failing. When you face obstacles, remind yourself why you started this journey. Remember that growth often involves discomfort. Each challenge is an opportunity to apply the principles you're learning and become stronger. It can also be helpful to connect with others who are on a similar path. Consider joining a study group or online community focused on personal growth and spirituality. Sharing experiences and insights with others can provide support and inspiration. As you continue to work with these principles, you'll likely start noticing changes in your life. You might find yourself feeling more peaceful and centered. You might notice improvements in your relationships or career. You might discover new opportunities opening up for you. Remember, these changes often start small. You might first notice subtle shifts in your thoughts or emotions. Over time, these inner changes will start manifesting in your outer world. Trust the process and keep moving forward. It's important to integrate these teachings into your daily life in a way that feels authentic to you. You don't need to completely overhaul your life overnight. Start by choosing 1 or 2 principles that resonate with you the most. Focus on applying these in small ways each day. For example, you might start each morning by setting a positive intention for the day, applying the principle of mentalism. Or you might practice finding the positive aspect in challenging situations, using the principle of polarity. As these practices become habits, you can gradually incorporate more of the principles into your life. Remember, the goal isn't to achieve perfection. It's about making steady progress and becoming more conscious in your thoughts and actions. Every time you apply these principles, you're creating positive change, not just for yourself, but for the world around you. As you grow and change, you'll likely notice that your influence on others begins to shift as well. This is the ripple effect in action. As you become more positive and balanced, you'll naturally inspire others around you. Your relationships may improve, and you might find yourself attracting more positive people and experiences into your life. This ripple effect extends beyond your immediate circle. By working on your own growth and applying these principles in your life, you're contributing to positive change in your community and the world at large. Every individual who raises their consciousness and vibration helps to elevate the collective consciousness of humanity. In conclusion, the Hermetic principles offer a powerful framework for personal growth and transformation. By understanding and applying these principles, you can tap into the hidden power of your mind and create real, lasting change in your life. Remember, this wisdom has stood the test of time for a reason. It offers profound insights into the nature of reality and our place in it. But knowledge alone isn't enough. It's the application of this wisdom that truly makes a difference. So, I encourage you to take what you've learned today and start applying it in your life. Start small, be consistent, and trust the process. You have within you the power to shape your reality and create the life you desire. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Hermetic wisdom. I hope you found it insightful and inspiring. Remember, this is just the beginning. There's always more to learn and discover on this path of personal growth. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more content on personal development and ancient wisdom. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. How do you plan to apply these principles in your life? What insights did you gain from this discussion? Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the hidden power of your mind.